What's your D problem? Stay tuned to find out. Last Thursday, I had the opportunity to host Networking on Purpose, which is a weekly, not weekly, it's a monthly right now, gathering of people of like minds who are chasing purpose, who are going after and pursuing their goals and dreams and desires. And at that meeting, I had the opportunity to present a keynote. And during that keynote, I talked on the topic of what's your D problem. And what that meant was I focused on a few D words that have personally impacted me over the last year and my progress and my success. So what I want to do over the next few weeks is to share a few of those D words with you all in hopes that they may spark something within you that will help you to grow and go further in your purpose. So this week, I'm just going to do one at a time. This week I'm going to talk about disappointment. Disappointment for me has, over the past year, has really been something that has made an impact and has really helped to shape the trajectory of my course over the last year. And I look at that word disappointment, I see the word appointment in there. And knowing that the dis part of disappointment is a negative, I look at it as something that I thought was going to occur or happen, an appointment that didn't happen. And with disappointment, there's internal disappointment and external disappointment. External disappointment happens when someone outside of your control or something outside of your control happens or doesn't happen, and it doesn't meet your expectations. Your expectations may have been here, but the reality was here, and that causes disappointment. And that can happen when, again, you have no control over people and outside circumstances. And I know that there were opportunities that I thought I had that didn't pan out. That led to some disappointment. But also there's disappointment that's internal, where there's some expectations that I had for myself, things that I just knew that I was going to do, that for whatever reason, things got in the way, or other reasons, I just didn't do them. And that leads to internal disappointment, things that, expectations that are not met because we didn't meet them. So what do you do with that? What do you do with that disappointment? Well, with disappointment, what you have to do is you have to first of all acknowledge the fact that expectations weren't met. And then you have to ask yourself, well, were the expectations realistic? And if they weren't, then you can make adjustments. And if they were realistic expectations, then you go back and you make adjustments so that you can make sure that that reality meets the expectations. You do what you have control over, and you let go of the things that you don't have control over. You do the things that you know to do, and the things that you don't know to do or don't know how to do, you may contact someone else to help you to do them. But make sure that your expectations are rooted in reality and are rooted in your ability to make them happen. Aside from that, disappointment is going to happen, but you have to have the tenacity and the ability to bounce back and keep moving forward. So that's the D for this week. Maybe you saw your D problem in disappointment. Maybe it's going to be one of the ones that come up in the coming weeks. So stay tuned. We're going to go over more of them. Please, if you enjoy these videos, like them, share them, and subscribe on our YouTube channel under Real Smart Consulting. Till next week, make it a great week. Have a great Mission Monday.